Hi, my name is Torsten Grabs, and I'm working on the SQL Server division as a program manager in the StreamInsight team. And what I want to talk to you about today is a couple of exciting features that we're adding to StreamInsight in the SQL Server CTP3 Denali release. And the four areas that I want to cover is around resiliency to planned and unplanned shutdown of your StreamInsight system, improvements that we have made to the developer experience in Link and to our extensibility concepts. And the fourth one is around additional administrative features. So let me start by explaining a little bit more what we are doing around resiliency to outages. So one of the key problems that customers with previous releases were facing is if you have planned or unplanned downtime for your StreamInsight deployment, you're about to lose the query state that you might have built up over days or even weeks for your long-running queries. And that might be very important and very precious to you. So in order to allow you to preserve that state over the period of downtime, we are adding a new capability to the product which allows you to take checkpoints at periodic intervals that will persist the state that you have acquired in your queries and persist it on disk. So if an outage happens to you and the system comes back up again, the queries will go back to the state that sits on disk and rehydrate the state and then continue processing from that point on. In addition to that, we also allow you to tie the recovery to the data source on the input side and the consumer on the output side, so that you can even achieve the ideal case where you're not losing any input events and not losing any output events on the output side, depending on the capabilities of your data source and the consumer. So that's going to be a very important feature for those customers that were facing unplanned or planned shutdown in previous versions of StreamInsight. So the second area of improvements is around the developer experience that we are providing for Link, language integrated query. A lot of customers have used Link in other contexts, for instance over SQL Server, writing queries in Link, or over XML. And in previous versions of StreamInsight, we had a number of limitations in terms of the syntax that we supported. And we have taken a look at many of those and actually fixed most of them. So for instance, one example here is the ability to use many from clauses in the same query, select many in Link, which is one of the fixes that we have provided here. So you can use that now in StreamInsight queries. In addition to that, we have also made the type system that we support much richer. So in addition to flat type structures on the input and the output side, we are now supporting nested types throughout the whole query. So that allows you to provide more structures to your events that you're working with and to deliver richer result events to the consumers from your StreamInsight queries. So that's the second important area. The third one is around user-defined extensions. In previous releases for StreamInsight, you could use user-defined operators and user-defined aggregates to provide your own proprietary extensions to your StreamInsight queries. In this new release, we're adding a user-defined stream operator, which doesn't face a couple of the limitations that we had with these previous concepts. So, for instance, you're no longer tied to using Windows in order to invoke your user-defined extensions. With a user-defined stream operator, you can do that over just a bare-bones stream. Also, we're making it much easier for you to move state from one invocation of the user-defined extension to the next one. So user-defined stream operator is going to support this, that you keep your state and you go back to it in the next invocation of the user-defined operator. And that's a key capability, for instance, if you want to do statistical or predictive modeling, there you require this capability to keep state and go back to it and reason about it again. The fourth major area that we have made investments in this StreamInsight release is around administrative features that make it easier for you as an administrator to monitor and manage a StreamInsight production deployment. The first key feature here is performance counter support for StreamInsight deployments. So at a StreamInsight server level you can look into resource consumption like memory and CPU and track those with performance counters in perfmon, for instance. In addition to that, also you can monitor individual queries, turn on performance counters for those, and again then monitor resource consumption for those queries that you really care about. In addition to that, there might also be critical conditions that may happen at some point during the processing for you. For instance, you may hit an exception in one of the queries, and that might indicate a very critical situation that an administrator has to react to. In order to make this easier for you, we are supporting now the Windows event log, and these critical situations are logged as events in the Windows event log, and administrators can monitor the event log in order to find out about these conditions when they happen. So I encourage you to check out all these new exciting features, and please go to download the Denali CTP from www.microsoft.com/Denali, and make sure to go down to the download link for StreamInsight 1.2 on the Denali page.